or career, people you meet on a day-to-day, you give your best time, your energy, friends, they don't have any personal interest for you. They don't care for you. Then you give the most important aspect of your life out. Then, to the people that matters, to the people who are related to you by blood, to the people who care for you, you don't even have time for them. You don't even have strength for them because you have been wearied out. You've been exhausted. So I would recommend you learn how to manage your stress level so you have enough energy and time for those who matters, your family. Okay? I know making money is important. Without money, who is talking about home or taking care of family? But we must strike a balance so that we don't go chasing after money and end up losing what we have gone to make the money for. By the time we make the money and come back, we have lost them. It doesn't make sense. So, a child may stop speaking because every conversation becomes correction. So, when they talk, you correct. When they say something, you pick error. You start teaching, preacher. A spouse may withdraw because responses come too quickly without understanding. Some of us are like that. Once our husband says something, we have started like we know everything. We started preaching, started teaching, started picking errors. Some husbands are like that. Before your wife, as your wife is saying something, because you're already in your mind, my wife can talk too much. Maybe that's why the trouble happened. So he's even trying to express how frustrated she was by whatever happened. You started accusing, or maybe started preaching, babe, leave that thing. I know you and all that. Are you sure? Some of us are like that. Sometimes we discourage our family members from expressing themselves. And do you realize if someone within your home front cannot express themselves at home or with you, they will find someone outside to express themselves. Yeah. We are not called to live in isolation, and that's why family exists. So your children, your husband, your wife must find full expression. If they are angry, let them come home and let them vent it. Allow them. Don't cut them short. They're angry with a colleague. Let them come and shout it and tell you what happened, how they are angry, and allow them. Don't go preaching first. Instead of going out to tell it to someone else who will go and use them to gain favor, let them express it to you. The same thing with your children. If they have issue in school or anywhere with friend or with a peer, let them come home and tell you, mommy and daddy, how they are frustrated, how they are angry. Don't start preaching. It's not good to be angry. Be angry but sin not. Yes, preacher, just hold it first. But let this child tell you the way they feel. Allow them to explore their feelings. Tell you how it is with them. So, listening will always require discipline. So, I've learned that most times I want to just go in ahead. Once someone starts saying, I already start thinking what to answer. And that is how most of our human brain function. As someone is saying something, you're already thinking of the answer to give. Sometimes it's not even the answer. It's just that feeling that someone is paying attention. That feeling that someone is listening is a healing feeling. So sometimes hold yourself. Don't offer any solution. Don't make any suggestion until you feel this person is seeking for it. Okay? So let people finish speaking. You listen without preparing your defense. Because you even see couples when they have conflict. That's why conflict escalates. Oh. The partner is expressing how they are not happy. And then the other person is already defending him or herself. What sorry or I am sorry can handle becomes something else, and then you find them in the divorce court. It's something that could have been stopped at the first instance. So listening requires that you ask questions before conclusion. Don't be quick to conclude. Don't be quick to think you know what is in the other. All right? So notice what tune is hiding beneath words. Sometimes people can be saying they are fine, but you need to pay attention to be able to really pick that this person is really struggling. This person may need further attention. Okay? So you will see some people giving attitude and you think, it might just be frustration. It might just be disappointed because the person didn't get what they expected from the conversation. So you think this person is beginning to give me attitude and all that. So sometimes it's not getting the comfort, the help, the assurance, the support they needed while engaging with us. Or maybe they have come and then they've been bashed, or as the elder counselor you are, or as a pastor minister you are, you started preaching when all this person just needed is for you to listen. So sometimes even silence carry what words cannot be expressed. I've seen it happen even personally to me. I've tried to say something and then the person began to talk, long talk. I just remained silent. I felt in my mind, this is not what I'm expecting and this is not going to help. So the person finished preaching. I said thank you and just walked away. And a lot of people feel that. But you let your home not be such a place where children, sorry too, I think it's network. Let our children especially not feel that they are not being heard. Let them not feel that they can't open up or express themselves without someone listening. Let them have this feeling and assurance that anytime they come to talk to mommy or to daddy and mommy will listen to them and will help them process the situation. Let our children have confidence in us that they can count on us to listen without judging. There was this trend, meme that was going around for a while, where you see children and their parents will be like, we listen, we don't judge. That's the truth, the way children want it. Even not just children, even adults. I don't think any of us want to be judged. We didn't come to court. We came to someone we believe is a family. So when your children come to talk, please don't be the judge. Okay? But when you find a way to respond without making them feel they wouldn't have come to you. Let clarity. All right, to the third one, let your home be a place where you build healthy conflict resolution skills. Some of us don't know how to quarrel. We don't know how to fight. We don't know how to dialogue. We don't know how to resolve conflict. It's gbasgbos, hit and run. Some of us, our mouths are bullets. In fact, we are watching a wedding ceremony today live, and they were praying for this couple. My husband was, they are not raising the important prayer point. I was like, what is the important prayer point? It's that God will grant them wisdom to use their mouths rightly. So that's in the lighter mood. The truth is that most, before we even start talking reasonably, we have used mouth to slaughter whoever is there. I know people that will say, ha, I will. Because to them, if you hurt them, they feel talking back at you and talking in a harsh way, in a way that it will hurt you where it matters, that's the best approach to conflict resolution. Quite unfortunately, it's lack of knowledge. So we must build a conflict resolution skill within our home. That is how to maintain not just emotional security, but a long-lasting relationship. That even when our children grow and move out of the home, they would not just learn how to handle conflict, they are able to thrive anywhere they meet themselves. In the workplace. So there's this video that resurfaced again. I think I've seen it over 3 or 4 years back, of two African nurses. I'm not sure if they are Nigerian, but African nurses that were fighting in their hospital, but I think is in their either their staff reception, not reception, like cafeteria. So maybe they went for a break time or to have refreshment, and they were fighting like they were fighting. I'm trying to find the right word. They fought to the point of throwing themselves on the floor. This with uniform. And I'm sure that they were sacked after them. So this simply showed lack of conflict resolution skill. But these girls, we are coming from a home. These ladies, I won't call them girls. I want to believe they were adults. And this is abroad, right? People that traveled across how many seas to come to abroad to fight in an open cafeteria. To the extent they were pulling each other's hair and throwing themselves on the floor. What a shame. But this is to challenge us. If we don't raise children or equip them to resolve conflict, we will end up having them embarrass themselves or us outside. So how do they learn it? How about a man that beats his wife? Is that not your own way of teaching your children conflict resolution? How about wife that uses word to abuse and slaughter husband? That is your conflict resolution skill you are passing down to your children. What a shame. So it's in our duty to teach our children by both passing of knowledge through words or teaching and by modeling. Our children should watch the way we dialogue, the way we reason together, the way we go through conflict and resolve by apologizing, by analyzing what has happened, learning from our mistake, talking about issues instead of bearing grudges, punching each other, and like I can't imagine when I see all these clips going on of husband and wife punching each other and children are in the background crying. I'm sure heaven is disappointed, and not just heaven, the generation of the children you are raising and your own generation. Because how can you tell us as adults you are not able to talk with your fellow adults to reconcile issues? And if you think it's too difficult to reconcile, you cannot manage your emotion to set yourself away from each other and then give yourself time, or you cannot seek for a professional help, and then you have to wash your dirty linen in front of your young children who are trusting you to know how to live life better. It's a God forbid situation. May we not be found in that position. But you learn conflict is not your enemy. It's normal to have conflict. It's normal to have various thoughts and ideas and belief system. Okay? The problem is having unhealthy conflict, misunderstanding that you don't know how to reconcile. That's why you see brothers and sisters, two brothers fighting to shedding of blood, or you see even one to the extent of killing a brother, because we give room to the devil to penetrate our misunderstandings and conflict. Why conflict is something that can be resolved. Do you know that you can be in conflict with someone, with each other, not cross each other's path, and still live long life without having to relate? But you have come to be at peace with the fact I cannot relate with this person. We don't go in the same way. We don't believe the same thing. We don't have the same value system. I see you on the way. Hello, how are you? You go your way. Don't be enemies. Neither must you be friends. You can just be neighbors. The Bible says, as much as lieth in you, live at peace with all men. But if everyone wants to be your enemy, then let it be a peaceful enemy. I don't have anything with you. I will see you go my way, you go your way. If I have to greet, fine. If not, fine. I am not owing anybody greeting. But the one of coming to fight, use words of abuse on each other's face, punching and all that, that's immaturity, lack of skill. Please, may we not pass down such I don't want to use the word foolishness, but I think it's even minor to the next generation. Self-defense is another topic altogether. Okay? So, research shows that families that resolve conflict will build stronger long-term security than families that don't. And that's why you see families that have understanding of resolving conflict are able to build together, grow up successful, carry each other along, than those who live in conflict and don't know how to resolve conflict. So you will see families where children are divided between husband and wife. This group supports mommy, this group supports daddy. Like poor conflict resolution skill. So you see siblings fighting, and they know who mommy will support, and they will know who daddy will support, because they've not been taught what's the rule, the standard, and what is not acceptable, how to deal with each other and resolve their conflict. So you must teach your children what is the standard in the home, what is acceptable and what is not. So they know we can have misunderstanding, but we can't raise our hand. We can quarrel, But we must find time to talk about it, reflect around it, and find a solution. Grudges and sleeping over it is not acceptable. By the time you create a standard of conflict resolution and teach your children, you won't have to struggle between two siblings fighting to blood, fighting dirty, taking each other to the court or to the community meetings. You must learn not to take sides, not to accept what is not right in your home, and not to have double standard. Most importantly, preferential treatment. Don't give any child a preference to the other, and don't make any child feel that they are treated less than their sibling. That's a very tough battle to fight in families. So, what does healthy conflict mean? You address issues without attacking the person's identity. You see this thing, something will happen, and you are saying this, you are talking to this child. You are always the one looking for trouble. You're a troublemaker. You are calling this child a troublemaker. You are personalizing it. It is attacking this child's identity. You are registering in this child's brain, okay, my daddy or my mommy calls me a troublemaker. And especially for girls, you are not just attacking their identity, you are also attacking their esteem, because girls personalize things more. So don't tag your children when they're having conflict among themselves. Call them, what is happening? Let them say what is wrong. Address the situation. Tell each person what they need to do to resolve and the timing. Create a conflict resolution space in your home. They should go there, look at each other, talk about it. If they are still angry, they should vent it, but nobody should raise their hand. And when they are done, they should take a deep breath and ask themselves, what is the best way out? They should find the solution themselves. Don't take side. Don't call them names. Don't attack their identity. Focus on understanding rather than defending. So, teach and be a model that when a conflict happens, try to understand, why are we really struggling over this? Why are we arguing over this? What exactly is around this issue? What am I not understanding? So let the person you're having conflict with begin to see that you are trying to find answers, to have an understanding, not like you are trying to defend yourself or make him the bad person. Because what escalates conflict is when the other person feels attacked or feels that you are making him look like the bad or the wrong person. Personally, if I have misunderstanding with you, everybody wants to defend themselves, right? Personally, I want to defend myself. I want to prove that I'm the right person. And that's it. We are two rights are dragging. Nobody is right. The same thing. So if you are having conflict with someone and you are being defensive, nobody goes anywhere. That conflict will linger because the other person is also defending himself. But when you begin to take it away from just making this other person feel they are wrong, and trying to have an understanding of situation, the matter, in order to make the right decision. And this person sees it from your perspective. Okay, it's not like she's accusing me or making me look bad. It's like she's still trying to make peace with me by trying to understand the situation. You see, this person will begin to lower his defense and guard. Okay? That's how it operates. So, focus on repair quickly after tension. So, in conflict resolution, learn time frame of resolving a situation depending on the type. Give it time, let it be time bound, or to ease off the tension. So in your home, create a resolution plan that times when a conflict is meant to be resolved and how the things that can be done to ease off the tension. In that way, you will raise children who understand that conflict is a resolve it to ensure peace is restored. And with that in mind, you with grudge. And then start building a gap within the family system. You will break that bridge. Okay? And finally, your tone. Your tone. Some of us, we can be misinterpreted the way we say things. Some of us naturally have harsh voice. So we need to see how to tone it down. Be calming down. So that when you are in conflict with someone, it doesn't escalate beyond what it is. Let's run. In conclusion to building a strong conflict resolution skill, the Bible says 4 verse 29, do not let corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but what is helpful for building up. Set a standard in your home that people don't talk carelessly to each other. Like in my home, there are words that are not acceptable. Set a standard. We are honorable people. We don't talk. We don't abuse people. It's not acceptable. It's a standard in my home. And it's part of conflict resolution. No matter how angry I am, I cannot call someone names. No. I will talk about the situation, but I will not call, like you use the word idiot, where in this home, it's not. And people know anywhere you see me, I don't talk carelessly. I'm very honorable. And it's a standard that is held in my home. We don't, you see, silly. People can use that word and laugh. And I'll tell my children that word means foolishness. Foolish. There's no foolish person in this home. So you must set a standard of words that are acceptable within your home. That no matter how angry or the conflict you are having, you must not use that word in this home. So what you are setting is a bar and a standard that people don't attack their personalities because they are angry. Because word has a way of aggravating and escalating conflict. So you see people calling themselves goats, ewu, this, and like, it sounds so hard to me. They are laughing, but it's hitting their heart. It's pricking their heart. They will laugh, but it's hurting them. There was someone, I'm trying to remember, one day, joke, say, ewu, I want him. Don't ever use that word on me. No. It's a joke to you, it's not a joke to me. It has nothing to do with me. You can't bring me and bring goat together, no matter the joke. So what words are acceptable in your home? What words can your children speak? Some of us, we make rubbish joke. We allow rubbish in our homes. And our children grow up like that, normal. They don't know how to curtail and bridle their tongue when they are in public. You see people abusing themselves in the name of joke. Because you don't have regard for yourself. You don't have regard for people. So you call them anything. So, in conflict resolution, always ask one important question. Am I fighting to win or fighting to understand? When you fight to win, that battle will linger, that conflict will linger. But when you fight to understand, you will easily find a common ground and an easy ground to settle that conflict. So always fight to understand. And in that way, you will maintain a relationship. There are relationships we've messed up because we were not able to manage our conflicts. Some conflicts that can just, due to maybe emotional trigger and escalation, we can just calm ourselves down, take a deep breath, don't say that thing that is trying to come out. Like, hold it back, hold it back. We understand you're angry, but hold it back. You could have maintained important relationship, not just for you, for your children and the next generation. Some of us terminate relationship that would have taken us to great heights because of lack of conflict resolution skill. So what else must family before it's too late? Build intentional presence. I didn't say build in presence. I said intentional presence. Because we are, but our children are not feeling our presence. They know you are just somewhere around. They just know you are there. Mommy is there. But they can't feel the impact of our presence. And funny enough, we are busy. We are cooking their food. Yes. Some of us, we are cleaning up, we are sweeping, and they are just somewhere with their gadget. We are there, but they can't feel our presence. How about they be part of that cleaning and you are interacting with them and cleaning with them? How about you are cutting onion when you are cooking? That is purposeful presence, intentional presence. Don't waste your presence with your children because you don't have all the time. You have from 0 to 18 years to build that relationship with them. If you lose it, you will grow old alone. Of course, they will not always be with us. But there's something like growing old and being lonely than growing up old and being surrounded by our children and great-grandchildren. They are two different things. Some of us, at old age, our parents only tolerate us because we will support with childcare. Outside that, they won't find any relevance with us. May we not grow to be such women and such men, where our children will be tolerating us or seeing us as a burden. And may we not waste our youngest trying to help their lives and making them lazy. Let's not even use the word lazy. Like, we are not maximizing the timings we have with them. So if they are in the same house with you, find a way of connecting, engaging, and get them working as you are working. Don't be working, and they are doing their own thing, and they are not feeling the connection, they are not feeling the presence, they are not feeling the impact, they are not learning from us. They are not being skilled. Someone was telling me the other day, holiday, the children with electricity, one will be with iPad, one will be with laptop, one will be with phone. I was just saying, God of mercy. That's what our homes have become. Gadget home. Daddy is on his phone. Mommy is on her phone. Children are in their separate rooms, on their laptop, on their home. God, what are we building? Can we ask ourselves, if we continue like this, in the next 20 years, what becomes of this family? Everyone, you think you have settled them. How about the legacy? you were meant to create with such opportunities? How about the values you were meant to impart? Am I even talking about those that will use it as an opportunity to shout up and down and hit their children, and then they will even wish we are not even at home? So we need to intentionally make our presence to communicate what. So when we are around, our children are happy we are around. And when we are not around, they will miss us. They will know, oh, mommy and daddy are not around. I wish they are around. Some of our children just wish we are not around so they can be left alone to do their thing. It's because they have not found the what in our presence. They are not enjoying us when we are even around. So they can as well not have us around instead of adding or being a trouble or being a problem to them while alive or while around, sorry. So we need to intentionally be affectionate. I want to use that word, affectionate to our children. Some of us didn't grow up with being blessed with affection. Some of us have to practically grope for attention, for connection, to even be loved, to even be shown love or told I love you. Please, you see in this generation, overwhelm your children with affection. Overwhelm them with love. Tell them I love you every time you have the opportunity. Hug them. Peck them. Be affectionate towards your children. Be affectionate towards your partner. Let your children even see it, that mommy and daddy love each other. You are building a strong system for their marriage. You are raising the bar for them to make the right choice in marriage. But if you are careless with your marriage, you are also determining their future marriage. So if you must raise children who will understand the value of marriage and family, you must take your own marriage and family very serious. So hug your children. Tell them I love you. Forget all those their mistakes and errors. Nobody is perfect, even you. Even as an adult, you are still struggling with some things. But don't let their mistake misplace the affection you are meant to shower them. When children are satisfaction and love, they don't go seeking it out. Especially your girls. So when someone else comes to tell you I love you past my mother, they are already used to it. As a father, take your daughters on a date. Have one-on-one with them. Engage with them. Let them enjoy being with their father, a male figure. Teach them things they need to know according to their age. But begin to show the value of a male figure in the life of a woman. How a man ought to treat women with respect, with honor, with dignity, with integrity. In that way, your daughter will not settle for a fulefu. Your daughter will not settle for anyhow man. Is your daughter confident of your love? Is she assured that my daddy celebrates me? I'm my daddy's princess. I'm my daddy's girl. That's how to give your daughter wing to fly with confidence. That's how to crush self-esteem problems in girls. Don't be the father that shouts on their daughters all the time. If not, they will go and say yes to a man who shouts at them. And I'm sure you won't want that. Let them know they deserve to be treated with respect. It should start from you as a man. Your boys should feel honored and respected at home. They should be taught how to treat people, both women and taught responsibility. We ask ourselves why we are beginning to see men who beat their wives, who pour hot water on their wives. Home. Because they are not taught how to honor their sisters or women at home. They don't wash plates, they don't cook, they don't sweep. It's left for the girls. I hope I'm not going out from what we are talking about. So, intentional presence. before I drift too far. So, we were talking about your affection. So, your affection heals what words cannot. So, I've talked about shared routine. Let both girls and boys do the routines. It teaches responsibility, okay, and accountability. Pay attention, have conversations, interactions. Let and daddy are here, we are enjoying it. So even when they go out, maybe boarding school, travel, they are happy to come back because home is home. Home is safe. Okay? Create family rituals, catch up time, family meetings, going out to play ball or your family game. You can have your own in-house games. Okay? So be there both emotionally, not just physically. So, in conclusion of this discussion today, because I think we have taken quite a long time, okay? I'm not sure how long we've gone. Okay, 1 hour, few minutes. So, all we are saying is build these areas of your life. Build these areas in your family, and you will build a holistic, concrete home that will last, that will build legacies that will last. So, right now, as a reflection, what is strongest in your home right now? Would you say is safety? Excuse me. Would you say is listening, conflict resolution, or presence? Which one is strongest? Tick that. Is for you. Which one do you think you need to pay more attention to or be more intentional? Which area do you think need urgent, when you say emergency, urgent attention, that if you don't, something might go wrong? Bring it at the front. Begin to set up a structure around it. How can I pay more attention to my children? They don't talk to me again. I think they are withdrawing. I think they keep to themselves now. They are more on their phones, on their laptop than talking to me. What structures can you put in place to combat that challenge now? Then the last reflection question. Looking at your children or at home, who among them do you think need more connection, need more time, need more attention now? There was a time when I gave birth to my second daughter. I began to notice my first daughter began to be more needy, more attention seeking, more. In fact, at some point, she started doing some things like touching herself. She used to touch me then, and then I would remove her hand. She now started touching herself. So you see her touching her neck. Like, I didn't pick it on time until I began to go through this parenting journey academy and all that. I realized it was a gap created between the time the new baby came in and I was withdrawing her from breastfeeding and all the, you know, want those kind of thing you do with a young child. But I felt, we are still in the home. We still do play together whenever I have the time. I still feed her and all that. But I realized she felt that someone has come in between mommy and her. And there are a lot of things going on, you know, when a new baby comes in. So lesser attention is given to her compared to the new baby. Eh? You know, if you know about attachment principle. So you realize there will be points, no matter the age of those children. Sometimes you see both children dragging, give me your hand, do this one, when they are younger. But when they are older, their way of expressing their need changes. So sometimes you see them attacking each other through words. Sometimes you see one become silent and tends to stay on his or her own. But what you don't realize is that that child is struggling. That child has begun to feel, oh, I'm not really much needed here. That's when you see those children begin to look for who to bond or connect online or outside, or they can't wait to get admission and go out of the home because they feel more like they are not really celebrated, they are not really seen, they are not really needed within the space. So look at that child. Look at your home. Who is that child that need more attention? Some of them will be like, hug me, hug me, mommy. It's just this child trying to connect, trying to bond, beginning to feel like you are not seeing them enough. They are not receiving enough attention and enough love. So it's not the time to start shouting at them or pushing them and say, what is this? Hey, you are troubling me. I'm tired and all. Just hug them briefly. Oh, mom is tired. Can I have some rest? Or your life beside me. Try to find something around to just support their need at that point. Don't let any of your child live in need for for a very long time before you express it clearly. Some of them may not even understand what they are going through. So as we close tonight, I'll challenge us strongly that we should build our family intentionally. Don't allow your family to drift. Don't think things will work together, things will come together. Many homes are broken and never reconnected because there was no intentional building of anything. So we think with time, things will just come together and work. No. So that's why you see two siblings begin to fight small, and we don't realize how strong siblings rivalry could be. Before you know it, they will grow as adults, they are still fighting. They will marry, they are still fighting. They will raise children, they are still fighting. In fact, their children will now become each other's enemy when they didn't even know where the fight began. Take note. Okay? So, let's not miss today what we need for tomorrow. Okay? So before it is too late, build emotional safety. Build listening capacity. Build understanding within your home. Build an intentional presence. Let every moment matter. Even when you are tired, I understand. Let that tiredness be related in an understandable way that your children will know. Mommy is willing. Dad is willing to play with us or to be with us, but she's tired. Don't use your anger and frustration on your children. Just you think that's the only way to let them understand what is happening. No, they will misinterpret it that you don't want them. They may misinterpret it as not worthy of your presence. They may misinterpret it like you don't value them. So in everything you do around your children, let love, let affection be a touch around it. Even when you are angry, express that anger with love. Even Bible said it. Correct with love. Don't correct with so much anger and bitterness. Yeah. Your child can go wrong and do something wrong, and you can correct. And correct with love and get the result you need than when you correct with anger and bitterness. And that is me saying, thank you for joining us today. And remember to share to families you love. Subscribe and see you in our next Wholesome Family series, where we empower families to fulfill purpose. And this is brought to you by Familynestacademy. And I am the family life coach, founder of Familynestacademy, Princess Francisca Obichimeze. Do have a lovely night or day, depending on where you are watching me from. And yes, I really appreciate this time with you. And I hope you caught some values. Thank you and bye-bye, everyone.